Hey everybody, it's David and I'm back with another video. Today is going to be another episode in a journey through my CD collection. And so this will be the last episode for the M's. So next week we'll be moving on to the N's. But before we get into that, I got 4 more CDs that came in. of stuff that I ordered, and these are only of the letters that I haven't done yet. So anything new of, the letters we haven't done will be in the normal video. But anyway, here we go. Here's Blanca's The Heartbreak and the Healing. This just came out like last week or the weekend before. If you don't know who this is, she is a contemporary Christian singer. She was in the band called Group One Crew, but then she left and has been doing her solo stuff. It's got a lot of different styles in it: pop, some rock, but a lot of gospel in there too, and some praise and worship, and some other styles too. Haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but from the tracks I've heard, it sounds pretty good. I'll finish up listening to this one and see where it falls in my top 22 of 22, and that video will be coming out at the end of the year. So, got a lot of other new music coming in for that, so we'll see exactly where this lands. Anyway, that's Blanca, The Heartbreak and the Healing. Next up is the Goo Goo Dolls Gutter Flower. That's what it's called? Yeah, Gutter Flower. This was their 2002 release. And yeah. So, let's see. Big Machine. I haven't listened to all of it. I listened to Big Machine. But I noticed there's like a couple tracks that are on their Greatest Hits album that I got, so. Anyway, there you go. 2002's Gutter Flower from the Goo Goo Dolls. Then I've got 2 here from Hootie and the Blowfish. Fairweather Johnson, Musical Chairs. Haven't listened to Musical Chairs yet. This was from 1998. Getting more Hootie and the Blowfish in my collection. So I can't wait to listen to this. I have listened to this one. And I remember having this one on cassette when it first came out. So I remember a lot of the songs. Of course, Sad Caper, Tucker's Town, The Old Man and Me, are the big hits off this album. But I really like Be the One, and the song at almost the very end of the album called Tootsie. If you haven't heard that song, go on Spotify or wherever you listen to your music. Listen to that song. It is very, very haunting and very beautiful at the same time. I mean, it's just wow. But anyway, that's Fairweather Johnson from the Hootie and Blowfish from 1996. I still think Cracked Rear View is probably their best album, but this is right up there. Alright, now on to today's video. Alright, first up is a bunch from Jeff Moore and the Distance. This is their debut album as Jeff Moore and the Distance. If you hadn't seen my last video, I've got 3 of Jeff Moore's solo projects before he formed Jeff Moore and the Distance. And these guys were actually part of them were his band in for his studio albums and I guess touring, that they just decided to, go this way and name them the Distance. But yeah. This one came out in 1988 on Sparrow Records. It's got A Place to Stand, Heart and Soul. I think those are the 2 big songs off this album. Yeah. Yep. So that's Jeff Moore and the Distance. First album, A Place to Stand. Here's our second album from '89 called Foundations. Pretty much just the same pop rock stuff they had in their first album. Winds of Change. Let's see. Foundations, I Found Love. Mercy for the Memories. Just a great, great album. Here's our next album, Pure and Simple. This one came out in 1990 on Forefront Records. Let's see, Simple Heart. Let's see. Yeah, it's really all the hits that came off of this album. But it's still a good album. It's not my favorite, but we haven't even got to my favorite albums yet from them. But anyway, this is Jeff Moore in the Distance with Pure and Simple. Now here we go. Here's the time I found out about Jeff Moore in the Distance, and these next 4 albums are my favorite ones. But next up is from 1992, I think. Yep, 1992 on Forefront, A Friend Like You. This is the album I discovered Jeff Moore in the Distance on. This is my favorite, one of my favorite albums. A Friend Like You, House of Faith, Reminders of You, Listen to Our Hearts, a duet with Steven Curtis Chapman, who helps Jeff Moore write a bunch of stuff. Even Jeff Moore then goes over to Steven Curtis Chapman's albums, helps write a ton of stuff there. They're real good friends. They wrote A Friend Like You together. And then you got Good to Be Alive. And listen and learn. I mean, just awesome. Awesome album. Jeff Moore in the Distance, Friend Like You. Then from 1993, again on Forefront Records, Evolution. Again, another great album from these guys. Evolution Redefined. They did a cover of I Can See Clearly Now. There's Life Together, Live to Tell, God's Got a Hold on Me. That's When I Know I'm Home. Heart to God, Hand to Man. When All Is Said and Done. And they did a cover of I think it was like a live cover of Why Should the Devil Have All the Good Music from Larry Norman. Oh, it is awesome. Great, great album. And this is from 1995. It's entitled Home Run. Another good album from these guys. Home Run, New Americans, Evidence of God, Best Days, The Vow, Born to Be, Come Near to Me, Tell Me Again, Nothing to Hide. From top to bottom, awesome record. I just love this album. And this is their greatest hits from 96. Yep, just 2 CDs. They got a studio or a album with their greatest hits, and then they got a live set. On the greatest hits, they've got 2 new songs, More Than Gold and Today. But they also got Life Together, Evolution Redefined, The Vow, Good to Be Alive, If You Could See What I See, Listen to Our Hearts, House of Faith, Friend Like You, Simple Heart, and Live to Tell. And then on the live set, you got Evidence of God, Evolution Redefined, Life Together, Best Days, Good to Be Alive, Home Run, New Americans, Why Should the Devil Have All the Good Music, and When All Is Said and Done. I like both discs, and they are just awesome. They wrote More Than Gold for the Olympics, because in '96 it was held in Atlanta, and they had like an outreach to all the athletes and everyone that was coming to see the Olympics. And then they just had like a little promotional CD or something that they were giving to some people, and they had More Than Gold on it, and then they just released it as a new track on their greatest hits. And then they did that for Today as well. It wasn't on the promotional, but they were just, and you could tell that in Today there was a different kind of sound with like more grunge, which was still a good song. And so that's that. And then this is their final album they put out from 1997 or 1998, 97. Threats. And you could tell that they really went for that grunge type feel to it. It was still a good album. I'm Free, The In-Betweens, Only a Fool, Run Into You, Declaration. Yeah. I mean, I liked the way they were going, and I wish they would have done maybe a few more albums. But I don't know why they broke up and went their own way. But yeah, sometimes it happens. But it's still a pretty good album. And this is just a standard, like 2004 maybe. They were releasing like a bunch of these with different artists and just a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of their greatest hits. Heart and Soul, I Found Love, A Friend Like You, Listen to Our Hearts, Good to Be Alive, Why Should the Devil Have All the Good Music, Evolution Redefined, Life Together, If You Could See What I See, Home Run, Evidence of God, and The Vow. So, and that did also come on Forefront Records. So did their final album, Threads. Alright, almost done. Okay. Now here is Matty Mullins. If you don't know who he is the lead singer of Memphis May Fire. And he put out a couple solo albums on Rise Records. 2014 is what it looks like for this one. It's not his normal Memphis May Fire metalcore type stuff. This is like pop rock. See You in Everything. More of You. Speak to Me. 99% Soul. Come Alive. Glory. Yeah, so it's a Christian album. Yeah, so it's a good album. I like it. Then here's his next one, called Unstoppable. This one was from 2017. This was on Beck Recordings. Yeah, it's got the title track on here, Unstoppable. Has Jordan Feliz on it. Then you also have Say It All, I Choose You, Go the Distance. Just same as his first one. Just pop rock. Yep. Next up was Rich Mullins' songs. Rich Mullins is a contemporary Christian singer from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. This is just his greatest hits. You got songs on here like Sing Your Praise to the Lord, Awesome God, Step by Step, Creed, I Stand, Screen Door, Elijah, My One Thing, Alright, Okay, Amen, Verge of a Miracle, Hold Me Jesus. Yeah, just all of his greatest hits. Tragically, we lost him in 1997, I think, when he died in a car crash. So this was actually released in, I want to say 96. Yep, 1996, a year before he died. Here is Rich Mullins and a Ragamuffin Band, the Jesus Record. And he was actually working on this album when he was killed. So the first disc is all his rough demos on like his cassette. And then the second disc is a whole bunch of other people going in and recording these songs, you know. So you have like Amy Grant, I think Michael W. Smith, Ashley Cleveland. Yeah, it's it's a good album. It's just kind of sad when you hear his demos going that that he's you won't be able to hear what he thought they should sound like because he died before it. But I mean it's a good album. I like it. Then they released Rich Mullins Songs 2 in 99. Just more just some more, of his not well-known hits, but just some other songs that, um, like I Will Sing, Hope to Carry On, My Brother's Keeper, Here in America, um, let's see, The Love of God, yeah, so, um, yeah, so there's that. And then this is just they got like a whole bunch of different artists in this platinum series, greatest hit platinum series, best of hits. Um, this is his. It's got Creed, Sing Your Praise to the Lord, Awesome God, Hope to Carry On, My One Thing, Sometimes by Step, Calling Out Your Name, We Are Not as Strong as We Think We Are, Step by Step, and Home. So there's that. That one came out in 2006. Next up is Brandon Murphy, just a rap artist. This is his EP from 2018. 2018? No, that can't be right. 2016. Sorry. Yeah. Just, it's got some good songs on it. But it's alright. And here we got Jasmine Murray. This is her EP from 2017. Good album. It's alright. No Other Love, Fearless, Into Words, Who You Love, Closer You Belong. I think Fearless was her biggest hit off this record. And I haven't really heard anything from her since, which kind of sucks because it was a good album. But this is her debut from 2018. This is Fearless, again on Fair Trade Records. No Other Love, Fearless, Into Words, You Belong, Closer, Vapor, Control, Every Step, Who You Love, and Rest of My Life. Good pop, R&B, gospel. It's good. Wish she would just put some other stuff out. Then I've got 3 from the same group to end things here. This is from 1987 on Word Records. This is Mylan and Broken Heart with Crack the Sky. Mylan and Broken Heart is a pop rock group from the 80s, early 90s with Mylan Lefevre as the leader. This one's got Crack the Sky, Love God, Hate Sin. Let's see. Closer Than a Heartbeat, Yeah. Not my favorite one, but still good. This one probably has to be my favorite one. This one was from 1988. And this is Mylan and Broken Heart Face the Music. I love this album. It's got, let's see, it's got 16, Talk to Me, Modern Man, Again and Again, Change, Lamb of God. Just my favorite Mylan and Broken Heart CD. And finally, this one is from doesn't say. I think it's from 90, 89, 90 maybe. This is Big World by Mylan and Broken Heart. This has got Big World, Love Comes Down, Falling in Love, Jesus, It's You, Turn the Tables on Me, Let Love Conquer, and Moving On. Well, plus it's got a few more. But there you go. There's that episode, folks. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share all this on wherever you like to share it on. So that way people get to know that this channel's out here. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a good day.